All right, how to use this book. Ta-da! I already did it, actually. The thing you do after you do lesson 1 is, and you get going, and you may only need to do the first 5 segments of lesson 1. If you get going, don't continue on and finish lesson 1. First, open this book and go right to here where I just went, but a little page before it, to the list of pathologies. Okay? And it says here, well, I don't know if it says that here. But basically what you do is you remove these pathologies from these bodies. And the way you do that, the preferred way, is you start out, and see, now I'm going to assume you did lesson 1. Like you didn't even watch this second part of the movie. You went and did lesson 1, and now you're back, and now you're learning how to use the book. Let's try it that way, okay? Let's look at it that way. Okay, so you're back, and now you're ready. You're getting signals, and you want to take out the pathologies. And the first thing you do is you just say, I'm now removing all pathologies from all my bodies, and get a signal on it. You know, you can wait a second and see if you get a signal. It doesn't have to come instantly, but if it doesn't come in like 15 or 20 seconds, move on to the next thing I tell you to do. Try that. Okay. Next thing you do is you go through the pathologies list just with your finger. See my finger here? You go like, ba-da-da-da. Oh, okay, and your finger moves. I just did that. My finger actually wasn't. That was not a signal, but it says rot. Maybe it was a teensy signal there. Maybe God is yanking my chain, saying, "Hey, you know, like, what are you talking this rot to them for?" All right, anyway, onward. Thanks, I needed that. Okay, so then you say, okay, I'm now removing rot from all my bodies. And you get a signal, you see. I got a signal. You know, I figured I better do it just in case, you know, in case he's serious. By the way, I do not think God is a man or a woman or whatever, okay, just to straighten that out. God is everything. Okay, so now the next thing that you do is you go through the bodies and you're looking for rot. So, do I have rot in any of these bodies? And see, I didn't get a signal there. Maybe God just wants me to keep moving here. Move it along here, buddy. That's how you do it. The next, and then once you've taken the rot out of all the bodies, then you go back to the list of pathologies and you test it again from the very top. And this is important because now, all of a sudden, boom, your finger moves on something that it didn't move on before. Also, there's 2 ways to do this, okay? You can actually do this without getting a finger signal just by looking at the things and seeing what you get a feeling about. But you can also close your eyes and do it. See, I got my eyes closed, and you can't see my hand really, but I'm running my hand down the page. And I did get a signal here, and it was on particle attribute imbalance. Oops. Boy, I'm batting 1,000. This is very embarrassing, revealing my, you know, my imperfections in front of my my readers, my audience, my potential fans, possibly. Well, maybe there is a little particle imbalance there. Okay, so now, then I go back again, and I go through the bodies again. Okay, I'm here, and I got the universal mental. Do I have a particle imbalance in my universal mental body? No. Did I? And I get, yes, I did. Actually, I must have come out as the second I tested it. These things come out really fast. And so you start in the middle with this book. That's how you do it. You start after having done lesson 1, you simply go to the lists. Now the next list, by the way, you want to do all these lists, okay? This is exactly like a college course, isn't it? I mean, you go to class and your teacher tells you in the textbook you do lesson number 7, chapter 7, and this part of chapter 8. You've been there, right? They don't tell you to start reading your textbook at the beginning generally. Okay, so what you do is you go down. You don't do the bodies. You just go down these, and you get a signal, okay? Such as, I just got a signal on disconnection. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do right now, I don't know whether I'm really disconnected from you or not, but I'm going to try to connect with you here. Let me just do that. I am connecting with you. All the people who will ever buy this book, and all the people in the world, and all the people who have bought the book, and all the people who I know, and everybody. And thank you for your donations, by the way. Because, when I say buy the book, I'm speaking metaphorically because, we know that you gave. You gave out of love. You gave something because you wanted to give something and you knew that your money would be making a difference, and I appreciate that. So, but that's interesting, isn't it? You notice something. Did I just change or what? I think my whole tone was different. The way I'm relating to you is different. Like I'm no longer this professor explaining, how to do something. I actually feel you, and I am truly grateful to you. By the way, another way I could connect with you while we're on the see, this is how you work this list of immune dysfunctions. You got to actually be there. These immune dysfunctions are ways that your immune system is not functioning. And to cure them, you have to see how they were affecting you, how they manifested in you, in your behavior and in your attitudes. And as you take them out, you'll notice how they affected you because they won't be affecting you that way anymore, and you'll be behaving differently. It just happens. When you take something out, it's gone, and then you're not like that anymore. And so your cure happens, and then you see how you're different, and then you know how you were. And that's important because immune dysfunctions have a way of being reactivated or reinstalled or you grab them again and start doing them when, you don't know what else to do. That's what happens. And by the way, addictions are immune dysfunctions. So is cancer. Cancer is an immune dysfunction. ADHD is an immune dysfunction, and so on and so on and so forth. So some of the immune dysfunctions are lethal diseases. And all they are is a dysfunction of your immune system. You handle it, the thing's gone. But of course, handling cancer, handling that immune dysfunction is extremely complicated. You are not going to learn how to do that in this movie. But you are getting a little basic overview of what it is to take out an immune dysfunction. And of course, then the next list is the list of functions, which you're going to be doing kind of, the same kind of thing you just saw me do with immune dysfunctions. It's not about your 12 bodies. This is about you. Your immune dysfunctions are about, and your functions are about you. And installing the functions and deinstalling the immune dysfunctions are about this. So another way that I could connect with you is to tell you just how grateful I am to you for all the things you're going to cure. I am grateful to you for your cures. And your cures have an effect on me and on everyone. Report them in the Cure Drive poll. Be a Cure Drive member. Get the email. Read the email. That may be a better book than this book. But maybe not. Actually. It's just different. So, and stay in touch. We need you. We really need, all of us need you to do that. So stay in touch with us.